Hey you guys, hope you guys are having a great day. Happy New Year. I've actually said Happy New Year on Instagram, but I know a lot of you guys that are here on YouTube aren't on Instagram. But this is technically my first video here on YouTube back for 2021. If you aren't active, like checking the community and things like that, I do talk to you guys on there and I post and the whole 9 yards. I want to just kind of come on here and just do like a little quick update of like what's been going on and do a Q&A since this is the first video back and I've noticed a very small spike in growth. So the first thing is I really just needed a break on YouTube to give me time with my design business. I'm currently working on launching 2 different items and also I'm working on doing a workshop. So I was trying to put all that stuff together so that way I can have it ready. I'm extremely hard on myself, so like I needed time to really just think and figure out like packaging, how the items was gonna be packaged, if I was gonna include inserts or not. So I'm still kind of working through that. I know I'm probably making it way more of like a big deal than it needs to be, but this is just, you know, my first little baby, so I just wanted to be good. I did record content, so pretty much things are going to go back to normal. I guess like twice a week. I would say maybe like a Tuesday and Friday I'll upload. I'm technically almost 4 weeks ahead because I have, like I said, I have been recording. My office gets installed this Thursday. Today's actually Sunday, so this video is going to be going up tomorrow. I feel like things are going to go fairly quickly because of the way that I uploaded the content, because basically January is like already done and then the beginning of February is done. So like furniture is going to be coming in between like February and March. So I'm really excited because your girl's gonna have furniture, y'all. I don't know how to act because I went a whole year with just basically like my bedroom being done. So and then I got the extra box trim added here. It looks so good. You guys know how much this wall was bothering me. So Joseph came out, did the wall, I painted. I still have to caulk, I didn't do that, but it looks so good, so I'm really happy about that. Before I get to rambling and I jump off topic, let me go ahead and jump into the exciting news. I hit 60K on Instagram. I was working on that too because I felt like my Instagram wasn't doing as good as my YouTube channel, so I wanted to kind of focus and really figure out that. So y'all, it's been crazy, so I'm really excited about that. I had one of my lovely videos hit 150 just today, so I'm really excited about that too. It's a lot of updates, y'all. I do apologize. So I mentioned last year that I was going to be doing a giveaway for the G7X Mark II. If you made it this far, then you're the lucky listener. Not the winner, but the listener. So in today's video, yes, I will be giving away the G7X Mark II. I will place the lovely camera right here. Is the G7X Mark II. If you guys are not familiar with the camera, it is a vlogging camera. Most creators have the camera. In my personal opinion, the quality and the clarity is just really good. On top of that, it's like a point and shoot. You cut it on and you can start recording. It will adjust to any light wherever you're at and you don't have to fidget with it. Trust and believe, in the beginning journey of my YouTube channel, I had a lot of help. My mom helped, my friends helped, people bought me mic, they bought me this, they bought me that, they bought me. So I've had help. It took a village to get to this point. So 100%, if I have an opportunity to help one of you guys to start your plan and, you know, take that little one item off your vision board, then I definitely want to be able to assist with doing that. To enter into the giveaway, you really don't have to do much. Just follow me on Instagram. You're going to see a picture with me in this outfit, which I just posted today. Comment done. If you're already following me on Instagram, comment done. Let me repeat this line one more again because somebody go and be like, what? Okay. If you're already following me on Instagram, just comment done. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow and then comment done under the picture. I've never said this before, but I'm gonna say it now because I realize whenever there's a giveaway, then I get bombarded with a lot of messages. So you don't have to DM me, you don't have to email me, you don't have to Facebook message me. The only thing that you have to do is to go on Instagram, follow and comment under the picture, and just comment one time and I will take the name and I will put it into one of those little drawing app, and I'll select someone at random to win the camera. All right, let's go ahead and move to the Q&A. Hopefully this isn't too long. I took a screenshot of everything on Instagram, and I'm just gonna skim over it. Most of the questions were pretty redundant. What are your plans with your brand overall? Like I said earlier, I want to launch 2 different things plus the workshop. This is the year where I am going to have a lot of confidence in myself and just do it. And if it failed, maybe it was just not my time. I'll try again later. But I definitely want to execute on some of the ideas that I've had in the past that I was just like way too fearful to try. But I'm going to do them this year 100%. For some of you guys, you may or may not know this, but like I got my trademark, I got my logo is being registered, like all that stuff is going on, which I am like so excited about. You look happy. Oh, thank you. She said, I love your smile and I look happy. Thank you so very much. I am. So I hope that's coming through for sure, because I've definitely reached a place where I'm feeling better about myself. So that's really good. Do you enjoy cooking, or do you just... I enjoy cooking. I think I've said this before, but like if I wasn't actually designing, I would probably be cooking, because there isn't a way to even describe the satisfaction when someone is eating your food and they be like, this good, and then they like that's the ultimate, like, oh, it's my love language. How did you build up your confidence? You say you weren't always confident. I went to go see a therapist. I think there was definitely a point in my life where I was doing a lot of people pleasing. I was doing a lot of compromising on things that I just knew that I didn't want to compromise on. And I think it had a lot to do with childhood issues that I just never dealt with. And so I had to go and deal with those things. And once I dealt with them, the end results of all those sessions, I came up with 2 things. Number 1, you have to accept people for where they're at and you cannot change them. The second thing was, everyone else's problem isn't my problem. I'm still having a little bit of issue with that one, because if you're around me and you're, you know, even within close intimate quarters with me, and I know something is going on with you, I do try to help. And sometimes I try to help too much. And you know, it is what it is, but that's the part that I think I'm still kind of working through. But it is what it is. But I would definitely say, if you find yourself waking up and not really feeling your best, or you're questioning things, it's probably a good idea to talk with someone, whether it's someone like a life coach or a therapist or whatever. And you're going to need those things anyway, being on social media, because so much is being thrown at you at one time, and you just every now and then need a little bit of clarity. What's the best part of your job? I get to meet amazing people, and I get to try out different things. Sometimes, you know, people are just like, I want my house to look like your house. I'm like, But every now and then when I get someone who's like, yeah, like, you know, do this, I want this, I'm like, oh gosh, it's exciting. So the in-between is like kind of shaky, but when everything is said and done and they're smiling and they hugging you, you know, I'm little, honey, I'm 5 feet. So I had one woman pick me up. I said, ooh, girl, ooh. But she was like, I just love it. I was like, oh, but you gotta put me down, girl, you gotta put me down. So yeah, definitely my clients, seeing them happy means the world to me. What brings up your property value is whatever the neighboring community is listed for. So if you're ready to sell your house, wherever they're going to look for listings to kind of match whatever it is per square footage is what's going to bring your property value up. So if you're already buying in, you know, at the high rate of the market, then doing your bathroom really doesn't add value. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of things that I'm doing in my house really isn't adding value, but it's adding value to my life. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you purchase a home at the low end of the market and there's a potential, you know, 80, 90K, do you want to spend 80, 90K on rental? Probably not. You know, I would say maybe 15 at the high, maybe 20, just so that way you can have, you know, things how you want it. But you don't have to tile your whole entire bathroom in order for the value to go up. You don't have to do any of that as long as it's pretty enough. And I'm saying this from experience. My ex had 4 properties. When it came time for those properties to be sold, there wasn't new tile wasn't added. There wasn't a whole bunch of stuff that was done. I went in, I painted the walls, you know, got the door fixed from what the tenant had damaged, fixed it really nice, stained the floors, you know, new base trim got added only because the previous tenant just kind of messed everything up. So new base trim had to be added, the walls had to be done. And the only bathroom that really had any sort of renovations, which was, again, a very small amount of tile around, it was a bath fitter in the shower. And the house was on the market for a week and sold. And it actually did really well. What I would say is, before you start a renovation project, if you're doing it in hopes of like a resale, find out what the nearest property near you sold for. That way you can find out, you know, where you're at in the market. So there's about 20 comments where they're just like, just wanted to say hi and thank you. Just want to say you're doing a good job. So I just want to say thank you so very much for the support. Thank you so very much for seeing the overall growth in myself and in my content. I really, really appreciate it. While I was in Atlanta, I really took that opportunity to really work on myself. And I didn't want to come on here and be like, I've changed, you guys, I've changed, I'm working. No, like, I just wanted you guys to be able to see that for yourself. Both with my relationship with God and also my relationship with myself, okay? I would definitely like to get to a point where I'm not working so much. So if I could do something to where, you know, I'm making money in my sleep, that would be the ultimate goal. I guess I'm just like, for your living room or whatever. If you don't have a place to put the TV other than the fireplace, then put it over the fireplace. But if your like fireplace is catty cornered or something like that, I would do art and then a credenza with the TV. One of the biggest things with the TV being in the living room is the height. Sometimes it's just way too high, so then you're like doing this to watch TV and things like that. But do whatever fits comfortable for you, honestly. Purses. I know you probably might be stunned by that, but even with COVID, I'm not wearing my handbags as much as I used to when I'm going out. I try to be as minimal as possible when I'm leaving the house, so I don't have like a whole bunch of things in my hand. But let me also say this. There is nothing more sexy in the world than someone giving you a hug and stepping back and be like, damn, you smell good. Thank you. I would have to opt into smelling amazing over a handbag. That's just me though. Are you surprised by the answer? If you're watching this, comment and let me know. Are you shocked by that answer? Y'all, let me tell you something. My assistant Kevin, he always says to me that I have sad gospel music. It's not really sad. I would say it's reflective music. You know, there's this song that I always go to, and it's like, Lord, I try so hard to be the best that I can be. It's like every time I take one step, something's right in front of me. Y'all, let me tell you something. I feel like I'm teary-eyed right now. If I'm having a horrible day, if I'm having a horrible week, I have to turn this music on because it will shake me out of whatever I'm going through. Every so often, I just need that cleansing. And honestly, one thing that I haven't done is I haven't spoken in tongue. And I just recently had a conversation with Mr. Nate, and we were talking about speaking in tongues, and I already knew it, but when he said it, I was like, 100%. It's the fear of doing it. So one of these days, I'm going to have to sit up in this room, cut the lights off, and really surrender and submit so I can do it. Because I've caught the Holy Spirit before. I do it every weekend. But honestly, praying, reading the Bible, listening to the music that Kevin calls the sad songs and stuff. But no, like, it really reminds me of the power of God and who he is and the role that he plays in my life. And so that always kind of brings me back. And like I said, I've made some really horrible decisions. Now, when I'm in a situation where I'm like, this isn't what you have for me. Like, I know this isn't what you have for me because you just didn't put me here to deal with that. Then I have to cut it out. And I don't have an issue to cut it out because the year that I had in 2019 was a sheer reflection of how God works and how things can work in your favor if you trust and you believe. So that's a long answer, right? But it was true to heart. what software do you use to edit? I use Adobe. No. And the reason why I personally don't care is because I already have boxes that if I do have to go somewhere or whatever, I can just use one of those boxes, especially like the LV box. Most of my bags are LV anyway. But no, I don't make a really big issue about that. So this is something that's really not necessary, and I already did a video discussing this. It's going to come out, so this might, well, it won't sound redundant today, but it will sound redundant in like a week or so. If you have figured out your kids' habits, your significant other's habit, your own personal habit, and you say you don't need the glass, you don't have to do it. For me personally, even right now, I have a bottle of water on my nightstand, and I know, though I have coasters, it may not always land on a coaster. So the safest bet for me is to get the cut of glass. When it comes to the dining room table, I don't want to be that person that when you come over to my house, I'm like, can you not put your cup down? Could you not? Could you not? That makes people feel very uncomfortable. So instead of doing that, I have the glass on top. So if you're sitting on the dining room table and you put something down, I'll be like, whatever. If something spills, I'll be like, hey, whatever. Because it is a wood surface. So if the water sits on it for a long time, or you do nail polish or whatever the case may be, at least you have that to protect the top surface of your nightstand, of your dining table. But do you have to do that? No. Would I recommend it? Yes. I wouldn't say never, because I just did a Christmas video where my son was helping me with the tree. You didn't see his face, but I've gotten to a point where honestly I just don't feel like everything needs to be on like social media, especially like my kids. And I just shared a picture of them for their birthday on my Instagram. So I post them here and there, but you may be new and stuff, so I do apologize because everybody had to kind of suffer for the actions of a few, so I do apologize about that. Paint is really one way, trim is definitely another way. Mixing fabrics is really another way too. Like if you really want your home to have a nice high-end look, you know, bringing in different textures of pillow, tone on tone is really nice also. Doesn't necessarily have to all be like white or cream. Like figure out what your accent color is and you can do like tone on tone. Definitely in my bedroom, it's a lot of textures. Like I love it. And then you can see the trim work too, so there's different ways. The paint color in my living room is called Dolphin Fin, and I knocked the color down by 40%. Difference? I don't think so. I'm not really sure exactly how the question, but it's the same thing. You do a video and you share it. Most of the time, especially now when I'm working with the brand, I try to include all my platforms where I want them all to be doing well, because I would like to do cross advertising across all of them. That way I can get paid more. So but I'll say Instagram is easier in terms of uploading that sponsored content than YouTube. YouTube seems like that's like a whole situation. A-list celebrity for me would be like an Angela Bassett or something like that. So no. I've had celebrities reach out to me in terms of people who may have been on a show, sitcom, comedy, and they're doing really well on social media, whatever, reach out to me. But I'm always kind of taken back a bit because when I go to their Instagram and I'm like, oh, okay, YSL, Chanel, I'm like, oh, they finna have a really good budget. It's gonna be exciting. Before I say this, let me just say that my assistant can 100% validate this, okay? My everyday single black woman, my everyday working black married couple, they come with a much better budget for their home than these celebrities. And they don't, some of my clients don't even have an Instagram. Some of them are just like on Instagram, but they're not active. They don't post anything. They're just on it. They're following me. They fell in love with my content and they reach out to me. So when you see somebody at like 400, 500, 600, and you know, they're driving lavish cars and they're doing all these things, like my idea is, okay, they're gonna have a realistic budget, which I recently just talked about what's a realistic budget on Instagram, and they like, no, my whole bedroom done for $6,000, and I'm like, how, Craig? how? Hey, Kevy, listen, I have a question. Listen, so I'm recording a video. Can I put you on? It's just your voice. They're not gonna see you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so listen. Okay, in terms of celebrity, not counting Be Love, y'all, not counting Be Love, But in terms of like celebrity clients versus the everyday 9 to 5 client, who be coming through with the better budget?
Celebrity.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I know you said exclude her.
Yes, exclude her. I don't want to say nobody's name, but which celebrity came with a decent budget? I said count her out.
No, I said you want to exclude her, but I don't want to exclude her.
I think it should exclude because she's one, and
but she has set the bar for the celebrity clients to follow.
Well, they ain't here yet. So what we're doing is we're going over.
Okay, well, we're gonna choose our words. We're gonna choose our words carefully. They are on their way.
They're on their way, but okay. So the video is discussing this last year, 2020. And I'm going to say some names, but I'm not going to put it on camera. So let's start off with number 1. A mess.
No, that was a mess. It's not all of it.
Hold on. A mess.
A mess.
Okay, so now what I'm trying to tell you is let's think about clients like Wanda, the New York client, the Jacksonville client who came with like...
Now, hands down, the women.
The black women.
Yeah, the women.
The black women.
The queens.
The queens of it all. So this is a discussion. Because see, Kevin is planning for the future of Style by Casanova. But if we're discussing 2020, the
queens held you down.
They held me down last year. And
they had an absolute plus.
And let me tell you, I had clients that was like, I know you just got into your house, but I want to bless you and sow a seed into you. I need you to do my house. And that happened last year. So when people ask, the question was, have I had like an A-list celebrity or whatever? And I'm like, man, in terms of clientele, my everyday like black working women couples were the ones that really held Style by Casanova down last year, because the celebrities was like 5,000 sending me Wayfair overstock pictures, and I'm like, hold up a second. Girl, you got a whole Chanel bag. What we doing?
Yeah, this the queens that are the trajectory of the business. I think it's going to be the queens again this year.
And a lot of times you're the one that has to kind of comb through to be like, Nadia, this ain't a good look. This ain't going to be right. And I have to trust you.
It's definitely been our black queen. And
hashtag black girls rock, black girl magic, all that.
They're organized. They trust their expertise. They know exactly what it is that they're wanting. And more importantly, they trust the process. We're here for the queen. The
reason why I'm going to put this part of the video in is because don't put in your mind celebrity clientele or whatever, because I'm trying to tell you, these 9 to 5 working women's, black women's, they know what they want. They be ready. They be ready to go. I know what Kevin said, you know what's going to happen this year. I have no idea, but my goal, me advertising, isn't going towards celebrity. And honestly, the only reason why I even got Be Love as a client is because of y'all. Y'all went over there and harassed this woman. She was like, girl, I was like, dang, they coming over here like a whole army. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. She said, I don't even think I had a choice. I was like, girl, again, I'm so sorry. But it has been absolutely great working environment. From her house, I was able to do her apartment. So you guys are going to get to see both spaces this year. And I'm going to tell y'all, they're different, very different, full of color, super bright. It's very different. It's very different. The problem was a hold up with shipping. And you guys, if you're even remotely ordering furniture, you understand it's been a delay with a lot of things, even with me. Okay, so for me, originally I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be great to have a really high profile client. But right now I can honestly say that I'm for the people. I'm for the everyday working people, because they have their kids. They're not trying to post on Instagram and create a look and have a look. They want to come home and just be comfortable, be great, and they're working from home now, so they want that space to be really well. So I'm no longer looking for like the repost on Instagram or anything like that, which is why when I say I'm busy, some of y'all may not understand it, because the people that I am working with, they just reach out to me and they don't want their stuff to be posted on social media. They don't want their stuff to be posted in general, and they just want their homes to be done. But you know, I always said, as long as my name is right on the dotted line, we ain't finna have an argument. Sometimes you just have to pivot your ideas when life does, you know, and I can't really complain. I'm really happy overall with everything, you know what I'm saying? Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I am really excited about the content that's going to be coming moving forward. It's going to be really good. Don't forget, if you're not interested in the camera, don't worry about it. But if you are, follow me on Instagram. See this lovely outfit that I'm wearing, comment done, and I will enter you into the giveaway for the camera. And I really wish you guys the very best in 2021. Thank you so very much for the support. I will see you guys next time. Bye.